Wildfire in northeastern BC is forcing thousands of people to flee the community of Fort Nelson. Rob Fraser is the mayor of the Northern Rockies Regional Municipality. Fort Nelson is a part of that. He's joining us this morning for an update. Good morning to you, Mayor.
Good morning.
So where are you standing right now?
Well, I'm standing at mile 301 of the Alaska Highway, which is 1 mile to the west of the community.
How far is the fire from town right now?
I haven't got a situational awareness update yet this morning, but it's about a kilometer behind me by the look of it.
You said fire crews are preparing what they call a last stand if the fire advances any further. What does that mean?
Well, if the fire was to come, from where its current position in the west of the community, if the wind started blowing hard towards us, then essentially we would have been setting up a fire line right along the west edge of our community. We would have set up structural protection pumps along the west of the community, and that's where we would have all hands on deck to try to keep that fire from coming right into the community.
So is everybody left or are people remaining?
There are only a few holdouts in the civilian population that are left. There are quite a few essential personnel that are still in the community that are part of the firefighting effort. And
where is everyone going to?
So everybody evacuated Friday evening to point south, Fort St. John, 400 kilometers to the south. There are quite a few people who had their own RVs that are situated along the Alaska Highway between here and there. So it's an effort to try to make sure that they get food, water, and their honeypots are dealt with.
What are people doing? Yeah, fair enough. What are people doing, and what have people done to protect their homes?
Well, we've been working for the last couple of years on getting the BC Fire Smart program going, where people can really work around their own properties to ensure that flammables are away from the house, that plant that might wick fire up along the edge of their house and catch their house on fire are removed. Mats are taken away from the front and back steps just to make sure that any embers that land don't catch anything on fire near the house. So the community has been working more and more on that over the last couple of years.
Mayor, how are you feeling this morning about everything?
This morning I'm actually feeling pretty good. I don't know if you can see, but the smoke is laying low. We had calm winds. We've got a beautiful blue sky here over top of the community with no smoke. But in the back, if you see over my shoulder in the back, you can see the smoke laying down in the valley. Mm-hmm. That fire is still smoldering, and if the wind comes up, there's still a real potential for it to come into town.
Yeah, and Kelsey, our meteorologist, is telling me that the winds will pick up a little bit today to about 40 kilometers per hour. So, Mayor, what message do you have for people this morning?
Well, for the people in town, it's still, so it's going to be hard to convince them with this beautiful day that's happening here. It's still important for them to leave the community so firefighters can have access and do everything they need to do. For the folks down in, evacuees out of the community, please trust that you've got a dedicated crew of professionals who are organized and have a plan, and they're going to do their best to keep that fire out of town.
We are thinking about you and everybody in your community this morning, Mayor Fraser. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it.